BBAI is set up for a nice squeeze move, guys, as we continue to trend on this $6 level, actually finding a nice ground there with the buyers chilling out, building up that energy for that next big move. As we see, guys, this was a very tough zone to claim and stay over and build a spot on. Now we're seeing that happen in real time, guys, building within this structure. So should we be seeing a nice explosive move up? Or are we going to be seeing the breakdown to occur? Now, on the weekly, guys, what we were explaining on the last analysis, our main point on the long term picture of things is that now we're seeing a shift in price action. We were very used to these big moves up, big moves down, not a lot of technical great price action. But once we saw that volume ramp up, guys, we've seen the stock go ahead really from not a lot going on to a much more relatively stronger stock, not exactly falling completely to the downside after these nice moves up. We're actually finding a very nice ascending profile, guys, right? In the past, we'd get this big move up and this seemingly exact correction downwards. And now we're seeing that we're building up an ascending profile, building energy for that next move. So, very good stuff in the long term picture of things. Gotta be long term bullish here. Now, on the daily, guys, we've seen that $6 level be that bottom of that range, battling up, trying to get back to that $9 and even $10 level. Where we break that, guys, we're looking very good for that retest of possible all-time highs. This has been the very bottom, right? $6 has been where we are in that zone to test that rough $8 level and get above it and hold it. Now we're getting right back in that zone, guys. As we've seen, we flushed that zone for a little bit here, held up at that 470 and tried to go ahead, test that 8. We found some pressure built up in this pennant. That's exactly almost like we see right here and right here, guys. Very similar, and then we go ahead, squeeze to the upside. There's just not a lot of buying pressure on our side, enough to hold over that $8 level, where we kind of flush that. It's a tough spot to hold over. Well, we get over it, guys, but we really haven't had, any price action where we can hold over that and build a base. And that's where we go ahead and flush to the downside, flush onto the $6 level, and hit around that 470, a little bit higher, roughly around that $5 psychological level before finding that bounce. So now, guys, we've seen a nice solid move to the upside and a nice solid move to the downside, but we are holding slightly higher than we did last time, right? Building on that ascending type of profile that we've been seeing on the weekly. And now we're squeezing up with this resistance and this support. And we're really holding nice on the $6 level. That's the main key takeaway of what I see on this more recent price action, guys. Right? It's been tough for us to actually hold right at that 6 and build some energy up, right? Volume has been drying up slightly, building for that next big move. And, we've seen in the past, guys, we're either going up or we're going down. We're either holding at that for a candle, bouncing, or we're flushing downwards. There's not a lot of price action kind of chilling out on that 6. It's exactly what we see here, right? We get that correction, very solid green wide bar, and we see 1, 2, 3 days of price action getting tighter within the structure that we have going on here. So very nice in the short term aspect of things, guys, especially with the overall market going ahead and correcting very nicely on the last week of trading. We've been seeing that narrative of that, descending profile. Now we're seeing a nice shift in price action. Flip on to the hourly, we're seeing a condensed pennant structure form. Since that 722, better at that 740 high, we've been kind of going downwards, finding that bottom of that $5 level, nice correction up and holding at that $6, guys. This is some new price action. We have not held at that $6 this strong really ever on price. And then we're seeing before the last trading day close a very solid green wide bar and pressing at the top of this resistance, looking for that move. So we could be messing around here for a bit before the next move. I definitely think next trading day or the trading day after that, price will have to make a move where you're going to have to squeeze to the upside or squeeze to the downside. Definitely think there's a good 60 to 70% chance that we go ahead and squeeze to the upside given the overall market correction and how beautiful BBI has been looking, especially with this hold at that $6. And if we flip on IWM daily, being the low cap stock sector, guys, we've seen a beautiful correction, really correcting this entire movement basically from around 3.5 weeks to a month of price action, trending to the downside. We've seen that overall narrative in the market, but then we see in 1 week of price action almost a full correction of this movement, really showing that the buyers are dominant and buying back in. This is setting us up really good, guys, for a continued movement in the next week, possibly going ahead and getting above those all-time high levels. So this is great price action to see, guys, as BBAI is in a very pivotal spot to go ahead and make a move either to the upside or the downside. So we're looking really good here, guys, on BBAI. I like what I'm seeing. every time that we build up in one of these pennants, it's very reactive, right? We see it move either drastically to the downside or drastically to the upside. So, as we know, BBI is a very volatile stock. It can have these huge surges up, huge surges down. I think we're looking pretty good for a nice surge up here, guys, as we're building up within this range. We've had a very nice week in the overall market. We're holding that $6 level. It's looking really good. Almost all the boxes are checked off to go ahead and find a nice elusive move to the upside and reclaim levels like 722 or maybe even that $8 level. So that's our prediction for BBAI, guys. Let me know your price predictions in the comments below, both short and long term. And if you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button. Don't miss an update. And as always, guys, trade smart. I'll see you all in the next one.